Hello and welcome to the Stock Planner channel. We're a group of traders. We don't think too highly of ourselves. We don't take ourselves too seriously, but we learn from each other. We learn how to do this trading. We're primarily swing traders trying to capture the tops and bottoms of a trade. And each of us do our own due diligence. In other words, we're not taking advice from others. And I would never take advice from anybody on the internet. But I have a trade tonight. It can go either way. You make the decision, the final decision, and I'm just going to lay out the facts. Let's get started. Looking at bar chart, they have a lot of free stuff that you can use. And one of those is the options tab, and this is the most active stocks options, and it prints out of several pages. But you can see that the top of the list is Apple. Everybody wants to trade Apple. Telsa, Walmart, AMD, and of course AMC. Well, I want to be like the big boys and the big girls as well, and I don't want to trade them because everybody's trading them. I'm getting into something else. And looking down the list a little bit, by the way, Amazon just looking really terrific for a long, but it's just hanging down. You could wait another week for this trade. We're going to look at BP. It's renewable energy. Should be very, very affected by the infrastructure, which I think it's going to be weeks out. Nancy Pelosi will play this for all it's worth, and there'll be some ups and downs on this market as we wait for the games to play out. But you can see it's very high on the list. Let's see if we can find out why. Looking at the daily chart, and I have the zigzag indicator listed here. And of course, as a swing trader, we want to capture these peaks and valleys. Let's take a look a few months back. Yeah, it swings pretty nicely. The zigzag is a perfect indicator, always picks the tops and bottoms, but that does that because it looks to the future. Now, as long as everything's going up, and this is, we've got a print there. But sometimes zigzag doesn't know what it's doing, and usually it's waiting to make sure there's enough information to make that print. And I use the last print to draw my fibs, and that is from there to there. Now you ask yourself, is it going up or is it going down? One thing I do believe in the 50% retracement. So if I was sitting down here at this candle right here, I believe in the 50% retracement that it'll retrace about midway back up. And of course it is there and past it now. From the bar chart, we see that everybody was looking to go long. BP, puts. If you're buying a put, that means it's going down. If you're buying a call, it means you want to go up. Look at this. And look at this ratio. Everybody's going long. Currently trading at 26.07. One of the things I think you need to do to be a successful swing trader, or any kind of trader, is to use the tools available to you. TipRanks is one of those tools. The stock is trading at 26.07. It's expected to go up to 33. It's covered by 5 analysts. And there's a high of 37. They must really love it. And there's one that hates it at $31. It's got a moderate buy on it, but I showed you the bar chart. Seems like there's not a lot of option activity. TipRanks has a ranking of 9. That's almost as good as you can get. And look at all the green. User sentiment is negative. That's because a lot of people are not trading this. And there's a dividend date of tomorrow. And that's why you might see this stock go a little more up. And our next earnings is November 1st. It is a profitable company, but last year it barely was. Looking at Simply Wall Street, and this is a snowflake, and you want it to be filled in green. A good solid green would be a great perfect stock. This is a little reddish. As I said, BP is in the energy business, gas and low carbon energy, green energy, hydrogen, clean energy for airplanes. It's an innovative company. It's a relatively cheap stock. The PE ratio is below the U.S. market. That's not good. Oh, that is good. Sorry, that is good. And it became profitable this year, as I mentioned. Earnings are forecast to decline over the next 3 years. That's not good. There's some competitors there, and ExxonMobil was about the same color tint. Chevron a little greener, and Occidental reddish or red. This valuation is overvalued, based on free cash flow, like 36%. I have no problem shorting a stock that's overvalued, especially when it's being hyped and has a lot of interest. Now, I might wait a few days before that interest dies and fades out a little bit, especially after the dividend tomorrow. But I have no problem shorting a stock. Well, that's pretty healthy there, and pretty healthy dividend, 4.86. Terrific. Future growth is flat, and this is the company for their annual earning growth. This is not good based on the industry. And this is your past performance of the last 5 years. This is in the wrong direction. I'm not feeling this stock. I don't know what the hype is all about. I don't know what this option interest is for this stock. Do you? Back to the charts again. I like when the MACD, zero lag, is deep like this. Deep. And the stochastic RSI has crossed over, and so has the RSI. And at the point of that crossover, I believe it's going up, and it surely did. That indicator there would have predicted. Now, let's see if there is an MACD that's kind of deep. We have the crossover, and we have the RSI crossover from, and this is a red. The RSI is above the 30 and come back around. The stochastic RSI above the 80 and come back around. And the MACD is deep, and we got a dot soon after. We got a short-lived drop. You probably would have won on that if you had your stop set of about 2 or 3%. But because this price is so small, you might have not kept it, and you might have lost. This one would be a nice run here. These are too close to the zero line, so you would have missed this. If you only believed in the RSI, though, you could have caught that. So the RSI would have been good, and I wouldn't have took that red dot even though it was there because it's too close to the zero line. But some people only rely on the RSI. Every time it goes above, it comes back down and crosses, they see that as a short. I like all three indicators that kind of confirm it. So I really don't know if it's going to go up or come back down. I suspect it's going to come down. And so I'm going to set add alert for the RSI crossing down below the 70. And notify me on the telephone. Create the alert. And now I can sit back and wait for this thing to happen. If it happens tomorrow, I still may wait another day because of this dividend. What do you think? Is it going up? Is it going down? Do I only want to play this because so much action on the options and I want to be like everybody else? Get in on the trade? Maybe. When everybody getting in and out, that means that you can get in and out. Let me know what you think about this trade in the comments below. Do your own due diligence. I'd love to hear what you think about this trade. It's kind of iffy. I'm not feeling it, but I have no problem going short in a couple days. Like and subscribe, and we'll catch you on the flip. Remember, don't take yourself too serious.